Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. So today we're back on our usual topics that are, depressing. So I was sent something by multiple people as to what Amazon has been selling, and it turns out that Amazon has been selling some pro-pedophile type attire for children. Yeah, I was as confused when I first heard of it. The more time goes on, the more it really sinks in that there is an online community for everyone and everything. In fact, today's sponsor is Skillshare. So Skillshare is an online learning community with classes in photography, business, technology, and far more. So recently, I don't know if you recall, I stated that I wanted to start filming and photographing lookbooks. However, I didn't yet because I wasn't really sure as to how to do that. I wasn't sure as to how to execute that. So what I did is that I took a class titled Going Pro with Street Photography, Shooting Brand Lookbooks by Trash Hand, who is a cityscape photographer. Getting a behind the scenes and almost like a bullet point list of what to do and each step to take has been super helpful. Skillshare is a great place to learn more and share your progress with a community with the same interests as you. Join more than 7 million creators learning and improving with Skillshare. The first 500 of my subscribers to use the link in the description will get a 2-month free trial, and an annual subscription starts at just $10 a month after the trial. Thank you so much, Skillshare, for sponsoring this video. Now let's get right into the topic. So if you are an OG of this channel, you'll remember that a very long time ago, I made a video about Amazon selling shirts that made fun of eating disorders. Now, I think my stance has kind of changed since then, but that's not the topic at hand. However, the topic at hand is very similar in the sense that Amazon got blasted for selling children's onesies, like baby onesies, that said some fucked up shit on them. Here we have two. One says, "Daddy's little fuck toy," and the other one said, "I just look illegal." Apparently the "I just look illegal" one is supposed to be a joke about immigration, apparently, which, to be honest, does that really make anything better here? Why have a onesie with a joke about immigration on it? It's not like your child has a political stance yet. And it looks bad because when it says "I just look illegal," to me the first thing I think of, even if I didn't know that this was a pedo thing, I would still think this is a pedo thing because a child cannot consent and therefore can be called illegal. So it looks bad. Daddy's little fuck toy, I don't think I need to say anything further as to why that's messed up and why that's disgusting. Do not put creepy, fucked up shit on onesies for children. There are plenty of cute ideas such as this, okay? Do something like this. No bullshit. I decided to check the MAP positivity tag on Twitter because I was like, okay, if pedophiles feel that comfortable in their skin that they can sell pedophile merch, it's kind of like pedophile merch, isn't it? So if they think they can sell pedophile merch and that there's actually a market, and that's really what scares me more. It's not that there's some weirdo in his basement making a onesie for a child, which in itself is a bit of a traumatizing image. But what scares me is that there are people that are like, oh fuck yeah, let's order that. Let's get that 2-day shipping.
Excuse me, sir. First of all, I'm calling 911, and second of all, who the fuck looks up this shit hoping to find a creepy onesie for their child or someone's child?
Everything about the logistics of how people find and create these things astounds me, disgusts me, makes me want to leave planet Earth. So I checked the MAP positivity tag. So in case you don't remember, MAP is minor attracted person. So it's essentially a fancy term for pedophile. And there are MAPs that are anti-contact, so they haven't offended, they don't want to offend, they don't have contact with whatever group of children they're attracted to.
Do not feel good, it's no good getting good. Do not feel good, it's no good getting good.
The MAP positivity tag is complicated in the sense that posts like this, "You aren't doomed to offend," that I'm okay with because it's realistic. It's not this sugar-coated version of reality. It's like, hey, you have this inclination towards children, you are attracted to children. Those are straight facts for pedophiles. Okay. Another fact is you are not doomed to offend. You can keep going. You can get through this. Whatever hardship is in your way, you can get through this. You can get therapy. Things will be okay. This positivity I do not have a problem with because I think that everyone needs a motivation to keep going and to not kill themselves. So if it says you aren't doomed to offend, fine. Here, there's another example where it says things will get better for us. Also okay, because it's not reinforcing the message that it's good to touch children or be creepy to children, okay? However, things quickly fall apart. The type of map positivity I am not here for and that I think is completely inappropriate. Here's an example. I'll always tell every map I meet, there's nothing wrong with you, you don't need therapy, your sexuality is valid. Hashtag map positivity. Now this is what I'm saying. This is not in tune with reality. This is a sugar-coated version of bullshit that they're feeding to pedophiles to make the pedophiles feel better. It's important to note that here, when I say feel better, I don't mean feel better like in the examples I showed before, where it was positive reinforcement towards behaving positively and not being a criminal and a creep. But here, instead, it's making them feel better in an unjustified manner, as in, there's nothing you need to fix about yourself, which is obviously just untrue.
Like popsicles?
Well, sure.
And you need to come on down to the cellar. I got a whole freezer full of popsicles.
No thanks. I gotta get going.
Oh, don't make me beg now.
You're funny. Bye.
Get your fat ass back here.
It's not okay. I'm not okay with it because there is something wrong. You are not supposed to be attracted to children. You need to stop that urge. You need to get therapy. So there is something wrong. And that something wrong doesn't mean I'm asking you to kill yourself. I'm asking you to get help and to not act on whatever desires are in your brain. The whole thing of your sexuality is valid, this is not a sexuality, this is an illness, okay? When they say your sexuality is valid, that's what bothers me because being a pedophile is not equivalent to being anyone in the LGBTQ community. Being pedophile, being a map, will never be equal to being gay, bi, a lesbian, trans, whatever. It will never equate, okay? Because a big part of this side, the LGBTQ community, is that consent is a thing. On this side, consent will never be a thing because you're attracted to people who can't consent. So let's just throw that shit right out the window because I'm so tired of that comparison. Not only is it invalid, but it's dumb. So let's move on. Another fine thing I found is I hear so many mothers yell at me for my unchosen attraction, but they never stop and consider their child might be a map like me. How will they react then? In that moment, I regretted all of my life choices and asked myself why I'm still here. Let's replace the term map with another term to just let this sink in entirely. I hear so many mothers yell at me for my unchosen desire to murder people, but they never stop and consider their child might like to murder people too. How will they react then? I'm guessing they'd react the same way to you as they would to their hypothetical map child. This hypothetical map child, I think, is a device that's used to say, hey, there are plenty of us around and it might be your kid, trying to make people be more compassionate and empathetic. I feel like this is just a stupid statement to make because let's say their hypothetical child ends up being a map. That doesn't mean it's okay for you to be a map and it's not okay for them to be a map. So you're not really making a point here. I don't know why you're telling a bunch of people that you're attracted to children. And also, what kind of response are you expecting? Are you expecting a mom to be like, oh yeah, that's cool, come see my kid after school? Like, what are you expecting? I'm just wondering. I think any normal person would not only be freaked out, but would probably be a little bit concerned and wondering if you are in fact a criminal and if you've already offended. Bring the victim card somewhere else because it's not working here. So another facet of this that concerned me is the subcategories that come into this map bullshit. So this pedophile bullshit where you have pedophile, right? And then they're breaking off categories where, you know, the pedophile might be gay, they might be a lesbian, whatever, okay? And these are the map positivity posts that also make me deeply uncomfortable, where here we can see a post that says, Gay maps are amazing. I feel like there's something a little bit uncanny here because it's putting two things together, and these two things together contrast. Gay murderers are amazing, and it's like, well, shit, no. Like, why are you putting gay to do with this? You know what I mean? It's just kind of like putting together two concepts that should not be correlated, and it's just like, just because you're a gay map, you don't get any extra victim points, you know? Like, you're a map. Like, whether you're gay, bi, straight, whatever, is irrelevant to most people. I'm pretty sure most of us are more concerned about.
Do not feel guilt. It's no good getting guilt.
Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to my patrons as always. Let me know what you think about this map positivity. Do you agree with me that there are like two types of positivity, where one is based in reality, whereas one is entirely sugar-coated? Or do you think map positivity entirely sucks or is entirely great? Let me know in the comments down below, and let's get right